Hey everybody, happy baby Friday. Hope everyone's doing good today. Let's see who we got. Good morning, Aggie. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Nobody likes to be sick, especially this time of year. Hello, Kat, and thank you for the wonderful thumbnail. I swear I'll just be talking about something in Discord, and then next thing you know, I got this awesome thumbnail in my inbox. Very creative. Hello, Holly Beans. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Daralee. Hi, Deb. Dodging bullets. How you doing? How you doing, everybody? Hello, my friend Katie Bird. Hello. Know your worth. What an awesome name. What an awesome name. I love it. I love it. Hey, Sarah. Sarah, you got a phone call from the school and they had the wrong number? That'd be enough for me to get hacked off, especially at 8 o'clock at night. Hey, Pat. Helen, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Christine. Christine, a dreary day in Arkansas. Here too. It's nasty. And it was really nice yesterday, almost 80 degrees. Superior Dreams, how you doing this morning? How you doing, everybody? Hey, that one, Ginger. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Oh, good night, Al. Hey, what's another cool name? Butterfly Brain, what's up? Hey, Celeste. So we had two shows, everybody, yesterday. Thanks for everybody for being here. A lot of you were here for both, some for one or the other. Either way, awesome seeing you. We got some new members yesterday, new subs. I was just like, wow, some days things go good. I couldn't believe it. Except we were having bad storms and my Wi-Fi and my electricity got knocked out. Yep, bad winds yesterday. Seems to be calmer today, but you know, like I said yesterday, knock on coffee table. Let's see how Kevin B's doing. Hello, Kevin.
Good morning, Brush. Hello, all my friends. Welcome. Yep.
Absolutely. Did you have any of those? Did you have any of those high winds yesterday?
Absolutely not. I'm in northern lower Michigan, and it was 56 yesterday. It literally felt like late spring, because it gets cold here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, yesterday was nice, and then today, right now, it's 44. What's your weather? 100?
No, it's actually chilly this morning. I think it's going to be up in the 60s today.
Oh, yeah, that's freezing.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to come here for like in the middle of January.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. And
below.
I thought I was going to die. Nope,
Yeah,
couldn't even get my feet warm. I was feeling like cold through my socks.
Yeah, I hate winter. I would rather live, seriously, in the desert in Arizona or Mexico than in the winter in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, I would love to have some Arizona. But one of our friends in Discord lives in Arizona, and she had snow yesterday. So Arizona's a weird state, too. It's
Well,
like, you're down around Phoenix and you're in the desert where it's, it's warm and humid all the time, or Yuma where it's hot as hell all the time. Then you have areas where it's like wintertime.
yeah, Flagstaff.
Uh-huh.
I used to live in Glendale, Arizona, and I lived in Tucson too. But yeah, I did. I love Tucson. If you ever want to go to a laid back, I don't even know how to describe it, city, there's two I recommend in the whole world. Berkeley, California is very interesting, and the other.
Yep, I love Arizona. Yeah, Tucson's beautiful. I love the whole Phoenix area. Love it. I love coming down 17 and when you start seeing the cactus.
Yep.
Wow, it's like you went from one country to the other when you're going from Flagstaff down to Phoenix.
Yeah, Arizona's awesome. Period.
It is.
I mean, it's a cool place.
Stormy said she got 18 inches of snow yesterday.
Oh.
In Utah. In Utah.
Oh, she must live in the mountains.
Yeah. Ooh, Crystal, thank you. Crystal's a new member. Thank you, Crystal.
Welcome,
All right.
Crystal.
So I had my computer worked on this morning remotely, and I haven't had any issues since. So again, knock on wood, if StreamYard kicks me out, we all know the drill. I'll be right back in. Right back in. So the name of the show is Out of the Norm. I was rewatching, because you guys know I do those weird things. A very, very, very early interview with Leslie at the TBI. And of course, she talked to us yesterday, not us personally, but she did an update where she just seemed extremely frustrated. And she just kept saying this is out of the norm. I didn't really pay too much attention to it at the time because I'm sitting here thinking this is going to get solved any day. I'm like, any day we're going to get an update. I mean, I still think that any day something's going to happen. So that's what I want to talk about today. What in this case is out of the norm? Now we have the obvious, which is Dawn, Candace, and Grandis. But besides that, what all is out of the norm?
Wow, this will be a long life.
Yeah.
There's
We
a
might.
big list. There's a big list.
This could be a 24-hour one. I mean, yeah, the parents definitely, they have said from the beginning they're cooperating, but I just don't believe for a minute that they're telling everything that they know. We have a very, also out of the norm, we have a very small law enforcement department in Hawkins County that has never handled anything of this magnitude. They just haven't. I mean, they're used to domestic violence, drugs, a DUI and stuff like that. This isn't something that they're used to dealing with. I mean, I know like my hometown, if something like this happened, they would have to call outside agencies too. And I'm very glad that they did get a hold of the TBI and they did get a hold of the FBI. I think about cases like Michaela Jones, where it's at a stalemate. And just out of pure stubbornness and arrogance, they won't bring the feds in. What a terrible thing. Or like Mark Fullerton, a year and a half, and he just disappeared and they don't call in anybody else. So, I mean, I'm glad Hawkins County did that. I am glad. Hey, Clark, you're right. A missing aunt that just got gone as well.
Hey, look at this way. That's really small local law enforcement. But what did that article also say? That TBI and the FBI are working alongside with Ronnie Lawson. The FBI is running the show, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one of the very first, we lost Kevin. So one of the very first videos we showed you guys is definitely out of the norm. So hold on just a moment while I play it just to refresh our memory. Hang on, let me text Kevin and make sure everything's okay. Crystal. Yep. Oh, there he is. Crystal said foul play was a new word. We're going to talk about that. We are.
Sorry about that. That was my fault.
That's okay. Look how many times I've logged myself out or had my mic muted as I sat there and did half the show. We do this live.
Yeah, but what I was saying was the FBI, this is my opinion, and I think I might be right, but I believe they're the ones running the show, the FBI. Aren't they over TBI?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so definitely out of the norm. This is a video I showed very, very early on just to refresh our memories because, like I said, once a week we go back. Just, even if it's a short show, just a little refresher. So hang on one second. Bear with me.
We're buried. Yeah, but while you're looking, Brooks, in my opinion, law enforcement, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I can guarantee you, they're not sitting around thinking, "Oh well, we got duped by Don and Candace, and we're not going to find Summer, so we're not going to do nothing." Bullshit. They're on it. And click, click, click is coming. I guess Brooks. What the heck? I don't even know if you guys can still hear me. Well, I'll just keep talking. But anyway, off subject a little. I'm so glad you guys are here. It's awesome. We have a great group of people, in my opinion. Wonder what happened to Brooks. Or maybe I I'll be right back.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this to load. Hang on. It'll do it. Don't worry.
I keep dreaming you'll be with me, and you never go alone. That I miss you, far away for far too long. I keep dreaming you'll be with me, and you never go alone. That I miss you. Keep dreaming you'll be with me, and you never go alone. That I miss you, far away, far away.
All right. That's definitely out of the norm for a mother of a missing little girl to have things like that on social media. Things like that on social media. And not only did she not take all that stuff down, she was reposting it.
Yeah, that video you just showed makes me sick.
That's got that red hoodie on, you love.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Little Red Riding. It's not Hood. It's Little Red Riding. I can't
Hood.
even say it. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, hoodie. Little Red Riding hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
Then they started posting this video of her dancing around this for sale barrel. Now, this has been brought back up over the last week, and a lot of people that are new to the case, and that's okay, because we want to, relook at these old things. We do. So, I mean, I don't mind that at all. But I know even The Sun, which is a tabloid, they said, this new video surfaced. We've been talking about this video for the longest time. We've always thought it was weird to have her dancing around a for sale barrel. And then Don has used this when on his old Facebook account as like his profile picture for the longest time. So this isn't new. This has been going around since like June. Hey, Ellen.
Yeah, when I first saw that pic, I mean, I thought about it, but I didn't pay much attention to it. But then after I learned about old Dungeon Don's background, his past, then I looked at that red barrel again a different way. That's what happened to me. Yeah, he already tried to sell 2 of his kids.
I'm still wondering where that damn barrel's at. I'm still wondering where that dadgun barrel's at.
Yeah, and Brooks, we don't say it enough about Don. He tried to sell 2 of his kids for drugs. So there you go, Father of the Year.
Yeah. All right. So just a couple of days after Summer went missing, Candace, instead of sharing a missing flyer or I need help finding my daughter, please come out here. She couldn't have gotten too far away. I need help searching our property. I mean, we obviously have a big yard, like lots of woods around us and stuff like that. she posts this picture. My baby girl, mommy and daddy misses you so much. We are searching everywhere for you, and I won't stop until I find you. Lies. They weren't searching anywhere, not even their own property. Not even their own property. Okay, so let me ask you this, Candace. Did you think Summer was going to answer the phone when you got drunk and pranked Mary? You said you're searching everywhere, right? Did you think that she was going to be at the swimming pool when you decided to go take your weekly bath with Benny last week? What do you mean you won't stop till you find her and you're going to search everywhere? Where are you searching? Did you think she was at Allie's house when you went by there to threaten Hunter and Allie? So let's look at where you've been looking, Candace, and then we'll talk about our next point.
Yeah. She does nothing but hide. Okay? That's all she's done. Deflect. You know, and you get close to the truth and she flees. Something ain't right about old Candace girl.
No, boyfriend. Like you can't, I mean, why was the wrong picture given to the authorities for the Amber Alert? Because she didn't want people to recognize Summer, and she never in her wildest dreams believed that there would actually be an Amber Alert and that it would be at this level. She never thought it would. She thought it would just kind of go away like her sister.
Yeah, they must think that local law enforcement doesn't know a damn thing or they don't know how to do shit. Well, let me tell you, it's coming.
Well, I mean, everybody loves to point the finger at law enforcement. And my question is, the people that could solve this today, why don't we put the pressure on them? What about the people that are sitting at the top of the hill, whether they're passed out in a recliner, on the phone with a YouTuber, or in the damn camper? Why do we keep talking about how law enforcement needs to do more? Why can't they be held accountable? Why?
Why can't they plead for their daughter? Why can't they hand out one fucking flyer? Why can't you go out and beat the ground with your feet in case your daughter did fall in a cave or something? Go out, do something for your daughter. Something. Worthless fucks. Ugh.
Gotta watch those potty words.
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody for saying that. It just sometimes my blood just gets rolling.
I know. I had to warn everybody yesterday. We can't always promise we're going to be on our best behavior, but
no. And I do apologize for saying the F word, but it just came out.
It was really the only word that would work. All right. So this picture people are talking about again. We've been told that they're looking for a red truck, and then Candace, out of the blue, like the Kool-Aid man during the behavioral panel interview, or Dr. Phil, said a blue minivan. Well, we've seen this picture a million times, but you look in the back, there's a blue minivan and a red truck. Is this another one of Candace's games? Is she again trying to is she trying to set a friend up? This is obviously Summer, another child, and one of her sons at someone's house, because their yard isn't nice like this. And those are the vehicles she mentioned the blue minivan.
I'm Dr. Phil. Yeah, if you watch Dr. Phil, she says blue minivan, and then look at Don's expression. It is priceless when she says that. That'll show you that they're bullshitters.
Well, is this another game of hers?
I don't know. How weird, though. I just found it very, very odd. And how coincidental would it be at this house? There's a blue minivan and a red truck, and that is a ladder, right? Or something.
I can't see what's on it. I never paid attention to it. I just looked at the kids.
I think it's a ladder on the truck extended. Take a look at it.
Okay, so who is she trying to blame?
I don't know.
She's on national TV. I don't want any names or anything like that. Just in general, it's deflection. She doesn't want that light on her anymore. Blue minivan, because she has seen a blue minivan in her neighborhood. She has seen a red truck. We know that Robin drives a red truck. I mean, that's all she can come up with.
Brooks, let me ask you, what's the timestamp on this? Do you know?
Nope, there's no timestamp. But I mean, obviously it's way before June 15th because Summer's head's not shaved.
Exactly. But isn't that that? I mean, you can't ignore the fact that is interesting that those two vehicles are there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is it coincidental? Maybe. Is it deflection? With them, I'd have to say that's high up on the scale for sure.
Yeah.
There's just something fishy about that damn picture.
Well, like Deb says, that's all she remembers. And she's got to have some kind of detail, some kind of something. And she cannot tell what is really going on. Because I'm telling you, even with what people remind me of pretty often about her IQ, nothing they say is reasonable. Nothing. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Nothing adds up. Nothing.
I'm going to tell you right now, Candace, well, if you look, she's not stupid. Candace is not stupid. She sure knows how to navigate around on the fucking internet and all that, right? She knows, I just think she's a lot smarter than some people think she is. She is a conniving, controlling, evil. She's all of what they all are, in my opinion.
She's a very, very violent, non-maternal woman. Because early on, we were just talking about, the TikTok videos and all that stuff. I talked about that almost every day on the show because I couldn't get over her TikTok videos. All right. But this is before we know that she had 2 other children. Then when that came out, I was like, what? What? 2 other children, not just 2 other children, 2 children that were abused and taken from their parents and raised by the state of Wisconsin.
You know what I want to know is why in the hell did this go on for that many years without being addressed? That makes me sick. That part. I mean, she has to have a record with CPS in Wisconsin and Tennessee. They know who Candace Wells is. Mom Patrol. Bullshit.
All right. So if you look on the screen, here's the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. This is their website. A couple of people yesterday were saying, how come Summer's not on the website? She is. It's just a scrolling thing. I didn't want to get into it yesterday because I knew we were going to talk about it today. But anyway, it was really sad that they actually had to put out a statement, a day or so after June 15th to tell everyone she may not look like that. How crazy is that? I'll never understand that. I'll never understand it. So let's read the update. I love that puppy. Let's read the update from yesterday. Okay, 12/15/21. It's been 6 months. What the hell? Hang on. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place today.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. I need to be. It's been 6 months since 5-year-old Summer Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County. The case remains unsolved and weighs heavily on all of those working to find answers. And I'm glad that they put that on there because Leslie, when she did the live yesterday, I saw it on Facebook, she looked extra stressed. Like, it really was weighing heavily on her mind. At this time, there's no evidence that she was abducted. Okay, no abduction. They've been saying that for half a year. However, all avenues continue to be explored, including, they said this first, foul play, and the possibility that she wandered off and became lost in the mountainous and rough terrain surrounding her home. Okay, a lot of people picked up on that. I noticed it in different groups. Reddit was blowing up. Of course, they're going to put that out there as a possibility. I don't know how many people are familiar with the case of little Vady. She wandered away. She was in Alabama, similar terrain. Her grandma and her puppy were taking a walk. She was 4 years old. She did have on shoes, though, a little different. So she started chasing her puppy. Okay, grandma's freaking out, can't find her. She can't hear her. The grandma's hearing wasn't very good anyway. Couldn't hear her, couldn't see her, couldn't find her, panics, gets home, calls 911. Get people out there as fast as they can. Her mom, her dad, and her grandma were cleared of any wrongdoing within, I'd say, a day. DNA, lie detectors, where they were. I mean, they believed the grandma's story, obviously. But they cleared them right away. Nobody in this has been cleared. All we hear is everyone is still a suspect. Also, if you look at the earlier pictures, when they were searching for Summer, these are, big guys. Okay. They're looking straight down. They're looking, some are looking straight down. I mean, they're looking all over, and they were walking shoulder to shoulder to try to find her. I'm going with what they said first, and this was not in alphabetical order. Foul play. What do you think, Kevin?
I am 100% down on foul play. No, it has to be foul play. It really does. And how much clearer can law enforcement tell us that it's not an abduction? I think and I look at what they're doing right now, and in my opinion, it's very strategically, and in my opinion, I believe it's what they need to do. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Well, they have to keep the possibility out there. I mean, she truly could have gotten lost. It doesn't seem plausible to me, but then again, I'm not law enforcement. Everything that we've heard is she was barefoot. She never gets off the hill. No one in, no one out. Hey, I'm going off of what they said, right? Candace was the one that was there.
And I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, if Summer did just wander off, they'd have found her. No problem. No problem.
Yep. Back to my story about Vady. I'm glad you said that. I about forgot. They found her within a couple of days. She was with her puppy. She had been out in the woods. She couldn't find her way home either, but they found her. And this was during a time of year where the leaves hadn't fallen. And so they were having a hard time with the helicopters and things like that because everything was so, brushy, bushy, lots of leaves. And she didn't have near the search agencies, etc., that Summer has. So I think we're going to go. I don't like to read between the lines, but on this one I will, because a lot of people were freaking out yesterday. It's a possibility. That's what they said, a possibility. But the first thing they said was foul play.
Yeah, I guarantee you, people, this is going to be foul play when it's all said and done. That's what sucks about Summer, in my opinion. But listen, this is 2021, almost 22. There is no such thing as a perfect crime anymore, really. There's not at all. They are going to get caught, and they are going to get in jail. You'll see.
Somebody will. I can't say all three of them.
No,
but somebody knows. Somebody is going to be held responsible and accountable for this. I do believe that they're working on it. I really, really do. It's never going to go fast enough for us guys. That's all there is to it. But in this country, they've got one chance to get it right, or we have another Casey Anthony on our hands. Sorry, I hate to be a Debbie Downer all the time, but that's how it is.
I'm going to put all my faith and my heart into law enforcement, that what they're doing is strategic. And if it comes out that maybe all this they really don't have, then that's when my heart will break. If I have to lose faith in law enforcement, then where are you going to go?
Yeah, exactly. New member Crystal said, do you think they're getting close to removing the Amber Alert? Funny you say that, because I was talking about that the other day. With Breasia Terrell, after 6 months, they took it down. Now, yesterday would have been 6 months. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't come down soon. because they're not searching anymore, and they threw out foul play yesterday. They could renew it just because they don't want to get people upset, but usually after 6 months, it usually comes down. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to read this, the end of the article. We would also encourage the public to be cautious about donating to private individuals who claim to be working with law enforcement on this case. We've been made aware of several individuals who appear to be using Summer's disappearance for their own personal gain. Yeah, I know it's that time of year, and it all pulls at our heartstrings. If someone says that they're working with law enforcement or something like that, I'd really do my research. I really, really would.
Yeah, I would, if you want to give money, that's great. That's cool as hell. But just make sure you check out who you're giving the money to. Because
Well,
there are
and
people.
also remember, Summer doesn't need any money.
No. Yeah.
Summer doesn't need any money.
And
And
her parents sure don't need any of my money. So
the state of Tennessee has plenty of money to investigate. Hawkins County is funded. The FBI, I mean, they have federal funds. So if they're not saying, look, hey, we need some money or we can't continue searching, I'd be really careful. There are some scammers out there. I couldn't believe that one lady over the summer. My God. She had her Cash App everywhere and had all these visions and crazy stuff. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I'll bet she had a spirit box too, right?
It was some crazy stuff. I think there was something kind of like that. It was really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, the weirdest one I seen was she was sacrificed on an altar.
Uh-huh.
And then, or the other one that Don and Candace ate her. Oh man, I was like, are you serious?
Man, I'm telling you, I get that we're all getting so frustrated that, theories and speculation are like flying out of the woodwork. But man, some of them, and I love hearing everybody's theories, but there were some that get emailed to me and I'm like, that is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some cray Karens out there too.
Not trying to be rude, but I'm like, do you really think, I'm nice about it, but I'm like, do you really think that makes sense at all?
Yep. But that's what makes us all different, right?
That's right. That is right. So yeah, I was really appreciative that they put that update out yesterday, and especially since they highlighted on foul play.
Yep.
And then they said after that, or a possibility that, she wandered off. They could be saying that too, because they're hoping some people are like, oh, she wandered off in the woods. And then that way they're not being called 50 times a day with, what Karen saw in her Facebook group with people that she thinks are her friends.
I think it's all strategic by law enforcement to keep Don and Candace in the guessing game, and maybe something will break there. I mean, that's just a theory and an opinion, but I don't know. I just think, okay, you got to look at it this way. Either law enforcement there, and I'm talking this case, if law enforcement there is that stupid and that carefree, then they're not. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I truly wholeheartedly believe that Hawkins County is in this for the good. I just do.
I think it's going to be solved. It's not going to get solved fast, obviously, because when this first started, I'm like, she's a 40-pound, at first I heard 4 years old, 5-year-old little girl. I'm like, she couldn't have gone too far. They're going to find her fast. We did a show about it. And it was mainly about kind of the weirdness. Obviously getting her name out there, but I was just like, what is going on in that house? I kept thinking, this is nuts. This is nuts. But for it to be 6 months later, she couldn't have gone too far.
No, they would have found her by now. I guarantee you.
But foul play is not outside the norm. But the fact that they have no idea where she is at.
Well, that's like that statistic what was it? 90% of all children who are abducted, their parents did something. 90% or higher. I can't remember exactly. I posted it in Discord. I got it from Lone Wolf. But that is alarming. And that right there tells you, again, the odds of summer. You know, it's just, it has to be foul play, in my opinion.
Well, clue number one, none of the stories match. Clue
Nope.
number two, from when she called 911 and the dispatcher, we haven't heard her voice, but dispatch saying that she said she went for a walk, came back 10 minutes later, she was gone. I kept saying run yesterday, guys. That's how I talk. I'm always saying I'm going to run to town. I'm going to run to the mailbox. She said walk. So thank you for correcting me yesterday. And then, you know, yes, I talked to a couple of you after. She said she took a walk. She took a walk. The dispatcher didn't say she took a walk from planting flowers to the porch and Summer was gone 10 minutes later. She took a walk. But then on her interview with WJHL, she said, I don't walk around here because of bears and snakes.
Wow, Brooks, you do that imitation really well.
Yeah, I've had a lot of practice in half a year.
Yeah. Yeah, afraid of the bears. Shit, them animals are scared of her.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, they see her coming, they're gone. I'm like,
I
I'm
know.
out of here. Mandis is on her way.
Yeah, hell no. Everybody last week kept talking about bear spray, bear spray, bear spray. Those bears carry Candace spray. They're scared of her.
Yeah. Yep. I just, and the other thing was, yeah, she didn't go on no run. Candace ain't running nowhere.
Or walk. No, she didn't. And that's the thing. Like a run could be running an errand. That's why I want to correct myself. She said she went on a walk. A walk where? She has no specifics. Yeah. But now, mind you, we heard the 911 call from last October of 2020. So it's over a year ago. She had all kinds of specifics to give them about Don. He's lost his mind. And of course, she was out of her mind. Didn't even remember making the phone call the next day. But when it's for her, she's just like the trespassing last week. When it's for her, she's singing like a bird. She's got all kinds of information. For Summer, very vague. I went on a walk. Can't say where'd you go on a walk to?
Yeah, she'll be walking the line, the yellow footprints when she goes to intaking in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I want
they're going to get busted.
I want to read this comment. Emma says, because they know there's no point looking because they know the truth. Exactly. That is your property. 5 years old, 40 pounds, little bitty girl. She can't get too far away. Why aren't you out there looking for her?
Hey, that's a great.
I don't mean now. It's a moot point. I mean back in June. What were you doing with TikTok videos, FaceTiming Allie, going to Allie's house to threaten her? What are you doing? Pranking Mary? I would have been turning over every stone in my own yard before even considering leaving that driveway.
Yeah, they never even looked once in their yard. Now, if your child supposedly gets abducted by a phantom abductor, and you don't even go out and look for her in your yard, it's like they're telling you, we're not going to waste our time doing it because she ain't there anyway. They don't care, these people, you know, and it's so obvious from day one. Past tense. I mean, they don't give a damn about Summer, in my opinion, at all.
Well, they care about themselves, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's for sure. That they care about themselves. I get that because everything they've done, especially that interview those two did together on WJHL, don't you ever be fooled by that interview. Don't think you're going to learn anything from it. That all you're going to learn is their back and forth, how they look at each other and how they cover for each other. It's all lies. It is all lies. That's why I say go listen to law enforcement and what they were saying early on. Listening to these two, it's like we talked the other day. It's called the opposite game. If they say something about the Subaru, then the Subaru's not important. If they say something about the basement door, then it doesn't mean anything. If they talk about the dog trail, then it doesn't mean anything. Because why the hell would they implicate themselves and tell you what they did? Why?
They ain't gonna tell us shit. You know, they're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not that stupid. But I don't know. It just, yeah, that very first interview. If you want to, man, it is powerful, that first interview. Once you know some of the backstory and you go back and, I mean, the stuff we've been talking about, and you go back and watch that first interview, it's very telling. But yeah, they haven't done one thing to look for that little girl. Not one thing.
Well, I mean, watch the interview. Just know that it's a snake oil salesman you're looking at with these wives.
Yep.
They're not telling you the truth. And that interview is a reason that so many people think that they are innocent. That interview is the reason that the 911 call was put out there. I got to mute you. Was put out there because what she said on there about the planting flowers, that is not what she told the dispatchers. No, that is not what she said. Oh, none of your business, said she's got to go to work. Hey, don't work too hard, my friend. Don't work too hard.
Hey, sorry about that. All I did was open my refrigerator. Did it make a lot of noise?
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry
Wow,
about it.
that is so weird. I'm just going to have to sit right here.
So, I mean, that's just my thoughts on the first interview. Yeah, I mean, I've watched it a million times, and every time I'm just like, I cannot. It's like, is this scripted? I mean, it took them forever. I mean, Don was talking early on, and then he started going cuckoo with the Facebook stuff. But I mean, she waited a very long time to get in front of the camera. What does that tell you as a mother of a missing little girl? Look at the coffin picture again, where she says they're going to look everywhere. They're never going to give up. But she wouldn't even go to the media. She wasn't even sharing pictures in that interview of Summer. This is Summer. This is what Summer looks like. This is what Summer likes to do.
Well, they never jumped on WJH. They had their perfect platform to get Summer rolling. National media, they never once even cared. They didn't even show up to none of this shit.
No. And then I was listening to one of the very first interviews, Leslie, I believe it was Leslie. She said they had roughly 50 tips. Man, what I wouldn't give to know what those 50 tips were. Because this is early on before social media was crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what I mean? And people were really blowing up the internet. I would love to know what those 50 tips were. I would love to know.
I'd love to know 10 of them. Boy, there'd be some puzzle pieces, wouldn't there be?
I guarantee none of those tips were, I saw Summer walking around. I guarantee it was all about stuff about those two.
I guarantee you that you're right.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go back to this because it was mentioned yesterday. And in case someone's just now jumping in, when the TBI said yesterday a possibility that she wandered off, you know, Don and Candace said, now again, it's opposite day, but they were really selling this. They were selling it. They were selling it. She would not leave the hill. She was barefoot. No one in, no one out. And then I go back to the interview, not on Father's Day, the day after with Dawn, that she walked out the basement door. Again, nothing makes sense. Wouldn't he have asked Candace, well, if you saw her, why didn't you tell her to get back in the house? Well, what direction was she going? Nothing makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it's not true. This is foul play. I'm going to be very, very, very surprised if it turns out that she really did wander off. If she really truly just wandered off, they would have never stopped searching. I just don't see it.
If she wandered off, I'm literally going to probably have a stroke because that would blow my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, oh my God, I got to go check myself into some clinic.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll accept what law enforcement has to say, but I'm just looking at the fact that, okay, if she wandered off, then it would be probable that she could have been kidnapped, because you see a blonde-haired little girl. I mean, if you get the right, there's some seedy people out in this world.
there ain't
But
a whole lot of traffic.
they
I'm
haven't
sorry.
they haven't even changed the radius of where they've been looking the whole time.
Yeah, and if she wandered off down to the road, there ain't a whole lot of hell of traffic on Ben Hill Road at all. So the
Mhm.
odds of a stranger abduction because she walked down to the road in that scenario, I would have to give that a 1% chance, if that. People just don't go drive to a dead end road just to be driving to go somewhere. Where are you going to go? You have to be
Mhm.
going to a house. So, yeah, there's no way in my mind I believe Summer wandered off. Absolutely not.
No, no, she wandered off, but she had some help.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but a 5-year-old little girl wasn't running away from home, if you know what I mean.
And
No
I'll
means,
never
no
change my
food,
mind
no
about that.
resources. Hell, half the shoes she had were too big for her feet anyway. She wouldn't have made it far. This comment from Southern Mama. Ellie will always put another possibility out there until the day they have the warrant in their hands
Yep.
to make the arrest. Because if they know, they can run. Great point. Great point. It's just, and especially they said strong possibility. So let me tell you, that was a feather in their cap yesterday. Oh, they think she wandered off. Well, you know what they're not getting? You know what they're not getting? Nobody's buying their abduction story. No one. No one, except for a few idiots. No one's buying it. They
I
say
would.
in every interview, every single time, no abduction, no abduction, no abduction. And then they come right back out of the batter's box. She was abducted.
Yep. You are 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying, in the holler, dead end road, very rural. So the traffic, the local traffic that's there is local, of course, but the odds of a stranger abduction because Summer wandered off, or that Summer is lost somewhere and they just no, I don't believe that at all. Not a chance. I'll go to my grave with that.
Well, if that's how it turns out, that's how it turns out.
Right.
They're not going to lie to us and be like, oh, yeah, she wandered off just because
Yeah, right.
Dawn and Candace are such wonderful people and they deserve a break. I just don't see it.
Nope.
I just don't see it. But now watch, because they're going to run with that. She wandered off. She wandered off.
You know what, Brooks? Great point. And if they do, what does that tell you? Everybody that's listening, watch to see what they say. Keep an eye and see if they don't switch their narrative to Summer wandered off.
Mm-hmm.
You watch. Just try it, people. You'll see.
Christina, thank you for the super sticker. Please watch Watchmen. Candace sold Summer, and now both her and Dawn are recovering from each other. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it possible? Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Did she
Could it
wander
have
off?
happened?
Nope. Nope.
No. Anything's possible in this. She did not wander off. I'm going to say nope. No.
And to all you good parents out there, if you get a call at work and your child is missing, first of all, you're not going to assume your child was abducted. You're going to assume that your child wandered off, and you're going to come home and help find your child. If things aren't adding up on your partner or spouse's end, how long would you cover for them? Would you cover for them? Because no way in the world would I lie for anybody.
I wouldn't cover for my wife.
No.
That may sound terrible to some people. Hell no. If my wife killed my granddaughter or whatever was involved, I'll tell you something. I would not be a happy person at all.
Oh, no. And nobody would sit there and lie. Nobody in here. I mean, hell, Al Staunch didn't do it for Letitia. He figured right away she was the only one around Gannon. But in this case, Candace was with Summer all day, and he's been guns a-blazing for half a year, defending her, covering for her. Hang on. What did Joe say? 11 acres of search, and no way would I cover up. Yeah, no way. And then when they did get arrested, I'd go out and get a DUI just to be in the same jail with them so I could continue to yell at them for doing that. That is crazy. I'm going to go over a couple more comments, and we're going to start winding this down.
Well,
we have another show tomorrow at 9 a.m. It's a new case I want to discuss. What? Go ahead, Kevin.
No, I was just going to say, in my opinion, I guarantee you she's not on that property. That's my opinion. Nope. Not
I don't
a chance.
think she wandered off. I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't on the property. They have 11 acres.
I know.
I'm just telling you, nothing would surprise me. Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
me either.
The only thing that would surprise me if it turns out those two had nothing to do with it. Then I'll just shit and fall back in it. Lisa,
if that happens, Brooks, I am going to be, I'll have to look for a word in the dictionary of how I feel if that happens.
crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna need a whole new adjective to replace the word surprise.
I'll be burning them Christmas trees.
My theory, this was a money scam between the parties that just got out of hand. Once Ellie and Search got too big, they got in too deep. That makes sense. Yeah. Scorpion said, great chat as always. Good day, folks. It has been a great chat. Thank you, guys. Got some new members in here. Thank you for the super chats. I've been reading all your comments and your theories and everything. Gail, I believe Summer is still on the property. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, she could be anywhere in this thing, but that's my own opinion. So,
Southern Mama Brooks, I have had a missing grandchild for 13 days and nights.
whoa.
I found mine by myself. And now his forever mama, he was 5 months old, and now he is 5 years old.
Whoa.
I know. Yeah, because you fought for your grandchild. These two don't have your spirit, honey. These two don't have your spirit. She got gone. They'll see her in the resurrection. She liked to twirl. That's all they have to say. Candace talked about her in past tense right off the bat. It took Dawn about a week to catch up. I still will never understand that at all. I'm going to start winding this down now, guys. We're going to see you back here at 9 a.m. All right.
Well, remember, Don, I don't even know if he's going to see a resurrection. So, but anyway, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Brooks. You're awesome.
You're awesome, Kevin. You light up everybody's morning. Guys, in the meantime, hit that sub button. I know a lot of people catch this on the replay, so
please
hit the sub button. Give us a like or a dislike, whatever. We read all the comments. We love the comments. Send me an email. I'll get you a link to the Discord because we like talking to you guys between shows. We have a lot of fun in Discord. In the meantime, we will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Don't forget, set your alarm.
Bye, y'all. Love you.
Bye-bye.